7 hidden rules rich people use, but never share. We all know someone who seems to have it all together, right? The person who makes money effortlessly, invests wisely, and always seems to be ahead of the game. You've probably wondered, how do they do it? Well, I'm here to let you in on something rich people won't tell you. They follow a set of rules, hidden rules that aren't discussed in mainstream money advice. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, the money just isn't adding up? Maybe you're stuck in the cycle of working more hours, but your bank account doesn't reflect it. Or perhaps you've tried investing, only to feel like you're still on the outside looking in. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing, most people aren't following these hidden rules that could change everything. These rules are simple, but incredibly powerful. They focus on shifting your mindset, developing powerful habits, and creating opportunities that work for you 24/7. Imagine what it would feel like to break free from living paycheck to paycheck, to have a strategy that allows your money to grow, even while you sleep. Sound too good to be true? It's not. You just need to follow the right steps, and that's exactly what we're diving into. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what these rules are, and how to apply them in your own life. Trust me, these insights will open your eyes to a whole new way of thinking about money and wealth. Stick with me, and you'll be on the path to financial freedom in no time. You know what they say, money doesn't sleep. And when it comes to the wealthy, that's a truth they live by every single day. They don't just work for a paycheck, they make money 24/7, whether they're awake or not. Take someone like Warren Buffett, for example. His fortune isn't just from the businesses he runs, it's from the passive income generated by his investments, stocks, dividends, and assets that continue to grow while he's enjoying life. It's like the plot of The Wolf of Wall Street, where Jordan Belfort is constantly hustling, but imagine doing that without the stress. With the right investments, your money works for you even when you're sleeping, freeing up your time for the things that matter. Building assets that generate passive income is key to wealth creation. Think about rental properties or dividend-paying stocks. These are just a few examples of how the wealthy use their money to make even more money. It's not magic, it's financial education. It's about learning how to make money work for you instead of trading your time for cash. By investing in stocks like Apple or Tesla, or even starting a business that runs itself, you can start stacking those streams of income. If you've ever watched shows like Shark Tank, you've seen investors putting money into businesses with the hope that they'll generate returns even when the workday ends. And here's the kicker, many people spend their whole lives working hard, but they're not getting their money to work as hard as they do. If you're not earning while you sleep, you're doing it wrong. Start small if you need to, look into stocks, bonds, or maybe even a side hustle like dropshipping that can run with minimal intervention. The wealthy build these systems over time, and it's a snowball effect. The more you invest, the more passive income you build. It's just like in the movie Moneyball, you don't have to have the biggest budget, just the right strategy. But let's be real here, it takes discipline. It's not about flashy cars or expensive dinners. It's about investing for the long haul. Just like in The Pursuit of Happiness, where Chris Gardner doesn't give up on his dreams, you need to stay focused. This is the part where most people fall off. They want instant results. But true wealth comes when you're patient, consistent, and strategic. Stay committed to learning about passive income, whether it's through investments or starting your own business. And in the next step, I'll show you why you don't have to spend more to build real wealth. We've all been there. You get that promotion, or maybe you've had a good month, and the first thing that comes to mind is upgrading your lifestyle. New car? Check. Bigger house? Absolutely. But here's the thing, the wealthy know that their true wealth comes from investing that extra income back into what actually makes money. They don't let their success dictate their lifestyle upgrades. Instead, they build their wealth slowly, steadily, and in the background. It's like in Breaking Bad, where Walter White makes calculated moves in the background, but he never lets the cash distract him from his long-term plan. It's not just about having more stuff. It's about building assets that grow your wealth over time. When you get that extra paycheck or bonus, what if you didn't buy the new car, but instead, put it into a dividend stock or invest it in real estate? That extra cash could be building you a bigger future, even if you don't see it at first. People in shows like Billions know the importance of making every dollar work for them. Lifestyle inflation only gets in the way of that. You can't keep up with the Joneses if you're too busy building your empire. The true secret is not in the spending, it's in the saving and investing. One of the smartest things the wealthy do is delay gratification. While most people are busy buying the latest gadgets, they're putting that same money into growing assets that will pay off in the long term. This doesn't mean living like a hermit or never enjoying life. It's about being intentional with where your money goes. Instead of buying a bigger house, invest in things that make you more money, stocks, businesses, or other assets that put your money to work. The longer you delay those impulse buys, the more freedom you create for yourself later on. And you don't need to be a millionaire to start this mindset shift. Even if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you can make choices that help you avoid lifestyle inflation. The key is setting goals and sticking to them. It's like the famous saying in The Wolf of Wall Street, "Sell me this pen." You have to make your money work for you, not the other way around. And in the next step, we'll dive into how leveraging other people's skills can help you move forward faster than going it alone. Rich people don't try to do everything themselves. That's a rookie mistake. Instead, they surround themselves with experts, specialists, and teams that know more than they do in specific areas. Think about the most successful entrepreneurs or characters in shows like Shark Tank. They don't build their companies alone, they hire the best people to handle what they can't. Whether it's accountants, marketers, or even personal assistants, they understand the value of delegating tasks. It's all about focus. You don't need to be the smartest in the room, you just need to know who to bring in. Let's take Elon Musk as an example. Sure, he's a genius in his own right, but do you think he's handling all the technical stuff in Tesla? Absolutely not. He's hiring engineers, tech experts, and a whole army of professionals to make sure things run smoothly. That's the power of leveraging other people's skills. You can focus on scaling your business or growing your investments, while the experts take care of the nitty-gritty. It's a perfect example of how personal finance and business strategies are intertwined. If you want to make money, you need to have the right people in your corner, helping you level up. But this doesn't mean you hire just anyone. The trick is hiring the right people who align with your goals and vision. It's like assembling a football team. You don't want a quarterback trying to play wide receiver, right? Each player needs to specialize in what they do best. So, when it comes to your finances or business, figure out where you need the most help. Maybe it's someone who can handle your investment strategies, or perhaps it's a mentor who's been through the grind and can teach you how to scale efficiently. It's also important to leverage your network. In the social network, Mark Zuckerberg didn't just create Facebook alone. He had people around him who shared his vision and supported him in making it happen. When you're building wealth, your network can make or break you. You need to be strategic about who you connect with and how you collaborate. You'll be surprised by how much faster you can grow when you have the right people supporting your journey. And in the next segment, we'll explore how wealthy people buy time, not just things, because time is the ultimate asset. When it comes to managing money, the wealthy aren't obsessed with material stuff. Sure, they buy nice things, but they value something far more precious, time. Time is the one thing you can't get back. The rich know that investing in time-saving solutions is a game changer. That's why they invest in services like meal delivery, personal assistants, and financial planners. These aren't just luxuries, they're tools for maximizing their productivity. By freeing up time, they can focus on what really matters, like making money, building assets, and planning for the future. Let's break this down with a real-life example. Imagine you're a successful entrepreneur running a booming business. You could spend hours every day cooking, cleaning, or managing every little detail of your personal life, but that time could be better spent strategizing your next move. Think about the last time you wasted a few hours doing something you could have delegated. Now, what if you could hire someone to handle those tasks for you? That's exactly what wealthy people do, they buy back their time. They know that by investing in services or systems that save time, they're investing in their future success. This doesn't mean you have to start big. You could start small by outsourcing 1 or 2 tasks that suck up your time. Maybe it's hiring a bookkeeper to handle your personal finance or using an app to automate your savings. Every hour you save can be used to focus on growing your business or learning new investment strategies. This is how you build wealth, You invest your time wisely, focusing on high-return activities while letting others handle the low-return stuff. Take the example of Steve Jobs. He was known for his ability to focus on what mattered most, innovation. But he didn't do it alone. Jobs had a team and support systems around him that handled the day-to-day. He understood that his time was too valuable to be spent on tasks that didn't align with his vision. In your own life, how can you start freeing up time? Maybe it's by using tech to streamline your finances or outsourcing tasks that drain you. And in the next section, we'll dive into how wealthy people think in decades, not days, because building wealth takes time, but it also takes patience. When it comes to making decisions, the wealthy play the long game. They don't just look at how things will pan out in the next week or month, they're thinking 10, 20, even 30 years ahead. This mindset shapes everything from their investments to their daily habits. If you're constantly focusing on short-term gains, you're missing the big picture. Wealthy people understand that lasting success is built over time, and they make decisions today with the future in mind. Think about how most people approach investing. They're looking for the quick win, stocks that will skyrocket overnight, or a side hustle that promises fast cash. While that approach might seem tempting, it's rarely sustainable. Wealthy people, on the other hand, are focused on long-term investments that grow steadily over time. They invest in things like real estate, stocks with solid dividends, and businesses that generate passive income. By focusing on the future, they can weather short-term volatility and still come out ahead in the long run. For example, let's look at Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. His strategy? Buying quality companies and holding them for decades. He doesn't get distracted by short-term market fluctuations. Instead, he focuses on the long-term potential of his investments. That's the kind of mindset that can build true wealth, by staying patient, disciplined, and strategic. This mindset can also be applied to your own life. Start thinking about where you want to be in 10 years. What habits do you need to build today to get there? Whether it's saving for retirement, building a business, or learning new skills, the key is to think long-term. Wealth doesn't come overnight, but by making decisions with decades in mind, you're setting yourself up for a future that most people only dream of. And in the next step, we'll talk about how the rich master the game of access, how they leverage their networks to create opportunities for themselves. Wealthy individuals know that success is about more than just what they know, it's who they know. Building the right network is crucial in opening doors to opportunities that would otherwise remain closed. By surrounding themselves with the right people, mentors, partners, and experts, they gain access to valuable information, resources, and opportunities. They understand that relationships are one of the most powerful assets they can have, and they actively nurture them. It's not enough to simply have a great skill set or an incredible business idea. If you don't have the right people backing you or offering advice, it can be tough to reach the next level. Think about the movie The Social Network, which showcases the story of Mark Zuckerberg. He didn't build Facebook alone. He had crucial partners like Eduardo Saverin and Sean Parker, who brought in expertise, connections, and resources that helped the company skyrocket. Without these strategic relationships, it's unlikely Facebook would have achieved the level of success it did. In real life, you can leverage your network by attending industry events, joining mastermind groups, or seeking out mentors who've already achieved what you aspire to. By offering value to others first, whether through sharing knowledge, connections, or even time, you can build relationships that are mutually beneficial. It's about being strategic with who you spend your time with and actively cultivating those connections. Your network isn't just for career or business growth, it's also about personal growth. Surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, motivate you, and support your vision can push you further than you could go alone. And in the next step, we'll explore how wealthy people focus on buying time, not just things, and how you can apply this mindset to your own life to maximize your success. Wealthy people know that words have power. Proverbs 18 verse 21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death." When it comes to finances, this couldn't be more true. The way they speak about their money, their investments, and their future is always positive and full of possibility. They don't focus on the lack or the struggle, they focus on abundance and opportunity. Their mindset is rooted in confidence and belief that they can achieve financial freedom, and they speak that truth over their lives every day. In the same way that athletes use positive affirmations to boost performance, the wealthy use affirmations to strengthen their financial mindset. They believe that their words can shape their reality. For example, take The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. In the movie, his character repeatedly affirms his success, even when faced with extreme adversity. His belief and determination in his own worth and abilities help him overcome the odds and create a better life for himself and his son. To begin shifting your mindset, start speaking differently about your financial journey. Instead of saying things like, "I'll never be able to save enough," or "money is always tight," try saying, "I'm learning how to manage my money better every day," or "I'm on the path to financial freedom." The more you speak positively, the more your mindset will begin to reflect that shift. It's not about ignoring challenges, but about focusing on solutions and possibilities. Your words are not just wishful thinking, they're tools that help you manifest what you want in life. You can start using affirmations and positive self-talk every day to build that powerful mindset. And in the next step, you'll discover how wealthy people think in decades, not days, and how this long-term approach creates sustainable wealth. Remember how overwhelming it felt when you were constantly comparing yourself to others, feeling like no matter how hard you tried, you were always a step behind? Well, now you know that the real key to wealth isn't about chasing someone else's success. It's about applying the right principles, focusing on your own money habits, and building a mindset that works for you, just like the wealthy do. You've already taken the first step by understanding how these hidden rules can shift your financial journey. So, what's next? It's time to put this knowledge into action and start building the wealth you deserve. If you're serious about transforming your financial future, don't just stop here, there's so much more to learn. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip that could change your life. And if you're ready to dive deeper into strategies that can help you build passive income, eliminate debt, and create financial freedom, check out the material I've linked in the pinned comment. Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life is packed with actionable steps to turn your financial dreams into reality. Don't wait, your future starts now.